World War I was a conflict so devastating it involved over 30 countries and changed military history forever. Known as the Great War, it was defined by a brutal mix of extreme weather, relentless physical danger, and the notoriously harsh unsanitary conditions of trench warfare. Come with us to the grim reality of World War I. Soldiers in the trenches were plagued by rats infested with lice and constantly under threat from artillery and gunfire. Yet, amid the horrors of the First World War, an unbelievable true story of survival and loyalty emerged. For the men of the 102nd Regiment US Infantry, something was about to happen that would boost morale beyond measure. This is the story of an unbreakable friendship, an historic partnership, and a legendary animal, the most famous dog of World War I. I'm Steve, he's Neil, and this is
Honourable Mentions.
Honourable Mentions.
Hello, listener. How are you? What do you think to that for an introduction? Today we've got something a bit different because we're not going to talk about a person. We're going to talk about a little doggy, a little puppy, a little bow wow. And to do that, what we need to do first of all is to invite everybody's favourite pet pin-up onto the show. Let's see if he's available. If we can tempt him out of his own kennel with a little sausage. Hello, Neil.
Hello, Steve, and put your little sausage away.
Oh, it took me a long while to get that out.
I should say, hello, Steve.
Like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. Reggie.
Reggie.
How are you, please?
Well, I've had a bit of a morning this morning.
What was that?
I've spent quite a lot of time trying to hang wallpaper, and every time I do it, it kept falling down again, or it kept smearing, or I couldn't get it right. In the end, I nailed it. That's a joke, listener. Right at the beginning. Right at the outset.
Oh, no, straight in there. Straight in there.
So, what do you know about Stubby, today's subject?
Well, Stephen, I know a plethora about him, and as a matter of fact, I would like to tell the story, if possible.
I see.
Yes.
So all this newfound fame you have is going to your head, I think. Who's been whispering warrior?
Well, I've been stopped in the streets just by random people. A lot of them asking for directions, but I knew what they meant. I know what they're asking. I mean, there's people that are stopping me in the streets and asking me for directions, but I sign whatever they've got. Sometimes I just sign their jacket, so they're not very happy about it, but I know what they're after.
Am I going to become the Destiny's Child to your Beyonce?
If that's what you want to be, yeah, can do.
Yes, I'm just a bit concerned.
All the single ladies, all the single ladies.
Yeah, it's already happening, isn't it? I'm a bit concerned that someone's been whispering there and trying to convince you that you're bigger for your boots.
No, it's just that I'm very interested in the Sergeant Stubby.
You can't even say his name. Sergeant Stubby. Well, what do you think, listener? How do you feel about this sudden commandeering of
Honourable Mentions?
I'm not sure, but shall we give him a go? What's that you say? Yes, bless him. Okay, well, let him see if he can tell us how easy it is, because the thing is, Neil, you've been working with a consummate professional who can make this sort of thing seem very easy. And it's not, really.
It's not easy, no. It's not easy.
So we'll see how you get on. Let's crack on. Well, can I do the honourable mentions then?
Yes, if you want to, yes. I'll go with, I'm Neil, he's Steve, and this is
Honourable Mentions. How was that?
Shite.
Oh. Right, go on then. Bored already. Go on.
Right,
go on.
Okay. This is a story of the world's famous World War dog.
Go on then.
We start, Steve.
Go
the
on
story
then. Yes,
starts
go on. Come on.
With a child born on the 27th of February, 1892, in New Britain, Connecticut. His name was James Robert Conroy.
Wasn't listening. James Robert Conroy was a child who was born. That's got to do with the dog, please. Anyway, carry on. Go
Wait
on.
and see.
Go on.
Wait
Go
and
on.
see.
Go on.
He had a hard life from the beginning, losing both of his parents in short succession.
He's a bit careless.
His mother passed away in 1895 and his father shortly after in 1899. Because he was orphaned so early in childhood, specific details regarding the parents' exact causes of death are not well documented. So I couldn't really find out much about that. He must have been able to get an education because we know he studied law at Georgetown University.
Okay, so far so dull. Yes, carry on. Come on. Come on.
From this, he served as an investigator with the Army Intelligence before enlisting in the infantry in 1917 when America joined the Great War. His enlisting was with the Connecticut National Guard on the 21st of May 1917. A member of Company E, 1st Infantry, within weeks he transferred to the headquarters of the 102nd Regiment based in Yale Field, rising to the rank of first class, later to become corporal. So he became Corporal James Robert Conroy.
That's what happens when you get to be a corporal.
Combat training was to take place in the grounds of Yale University. Coincidentally, this was also in the region of Yale Field.
When I was doing my military training, the sergeant came up to me and said, "I didn't see you in camouflage training this morning, son." I said, "Oh, thanks very much, Sarge."
During the training, Stephen, they were put under stringent exercises, readying them for combat. They clambered under nets, jumped walls, jamming knives into violent stuffed Hessian sacks, known throughout Europe as one of the most dangerous frontline defences.
That's like when you do your swimming and you get your gold and silver and bronze survival. You do the swimming, do you remember that? Then as long as if I was walking by a canal in my pyjamas and someone said, "Help, help, I've dropped my brick to the bottom of the canal," you see the other side of that weighted down heap.
That actually happened to me, but they had to wait while they had to wait while I went home and got my pyjamas on.
No, I'm actually in my pyjamas at the time, so I could help immediately. I'd swing through this weighted down plastic hoop, pick up the brick, and return it to the surface.
And you did it all in one go?
Yeah, it was close. It was close, but they were ever so grateful.
Wow. Did they thank you for the brick?
They did, yeah.
Did they say thank you, brick?
No. Well, it sounded like that, but they might have said prick. I can't remember what it was. They bogged around as well, but as a side issue.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's to be a montage of his training now, Steve, in your head. Think about it.
Okay.
Doing push-ups in the mud and rain.
Who's this?
Who?
Who are you talking about?
Oh, Scooby-Doo. Who do you think?
I don't know. That's why I asked.
The soldiers.
All of them?
James Robert Conroy, yes. They were in Yale University doing their basic training or their combat training, ready to go to war.
Corporal James Robert
Corporal
Conroy.
James Robert Conroy.
I
yes.
know who we're talking about. Thank you for the clarification. Give me a second, please, while I just imagine this picture. Right,
imagine yourself.
I've got it.
On a muddy field.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's doing push-ups in the mud and the rain.
Why is he inside? Why not in the gym?
Because they don't do that in the gym in films, do they? They're always outside in the mud and the rain. They're all getting wet and they're all got the extreme weathers.
Oh, this is in the films.
They're running around the parade square with a rifle over his head. He spent a lot of his time rehearsing with the fellow infantrymen some of the annoying songs they sang when they go on their runs. Sound of that. What's the point of that? Stephen, you did a little bit of military training. Did you do those sing songs when you were running along?
I don't know that it's been said. Neil is a big dickhead. That sort
Did
of
you
stuff.
do any of them? What do you know about combat training, Stephen? Please tell me.
Well, I know a little about combat trousers.
Right.
They're the ones that have got lots of pockets.
Yeah. But did you have to learn them songs when you were running? When you were doing your running, did you have to learn to say sound of all that rubbish?
I don't know, but it's been said.
Yeah.
Neil is a big dickhead.
You said that already. It wasn't funny the first time, but never mind.
It was. I keep trying it.
Yeah, keep trying it. We're just very tired of it. But I just don't understand why they do them songs. Is it to help with the pace or the Because ours just go, don't they?
Yeah, it's because I think it's because mainly they're Americans.
Right, okay, fair enough.
And also, it is because they're Americans and they're loud and obnoxious.
Mm.
And it might have something to do with your breathing, because it's very difficult when you're going on a jog, for example, in uniform. I don't mean what you're wearing, your attire. I mean in uniform and step and in line with everybody else and not breaking the rules. It's very difficult to do that and sing a song or something at the same time because your breathing needs to be such a... So that's probably one of the reasons they do it. And that's a very serious comment, isn't it?
It was a very serious comment, yes. Anyway, Corporal James Conroy...
It's been said. Have I done that one?
You've done that already.
Right.
Or Conroy, as we're going to call him from now on because it's easier, noticed that he was being followed during his vigorous activities.
Was it the Germans?
No, he was being watched. Some may say stalked.
Oh, did he have an erection?
Yep.
Oh.
He kept hearing the tiny pitter-patter of feet and then seeing bursts of movements between the trees that flanked the training grounds.
Was it the Germans?
He was intrigued and not a little curious.
He was in the trees as well?
Yeah. Over time, the stalker gained confidence and started laying on the grass in full sight of everyone, laying on his back and sunning his undercroft.
No way.
Yep, taking in everything the men were doing, every move they make, every step they take. He was watching them. Oh, can't you see? That one. Yeah. Conroy, gaining confidence, started to attempt interaction with the follower, offering treats and No, just listen. Offering treats and titbits. And by these, I mean small morsels of food, not nipples.
Oh.
These are a different kind of entity. I thank you. That was good, wasn't it?
Sorry, what was? What was good?
Never mind.
Right.
A bond was forming gradually. Confidence grew with each other. They would look for each other every day at training.
Who would?
The stalker and Conroy.
You still got it?
Soon they would be inseparable, training, eating and sleeping together. As in staying in the same room as each other, as friends and comrades, not the Michael Jackson version.
Allegedly, can we just say?
Allegedly, sorry, yes, allegedly, not the Michael Jackson version. Sorry about that. They had become friends, and Conroy had befriended a stray dog.
Oh, you led me along.
See, you did that, yeah.
You had me on your leash.
Dog was possibly a Boston Terrier. No one really knew. As we call it over here, a Staffordshire Bull Terrier.
Why didn't I already know, please?
Because he was stray and there was no records or anything like that. It was just on identification. You know, sometimes you get crossbreeds and things. You say, what dog's that? Well, I don't really know. I know he's got a Labrador, but it's like that. So they believed him to be a Boston Terrier, or over here, a Staffordshire Bull Terrier.
So it wasn't like a Chihuahua or a Dachshund or something like a Greyhound, something that is very particular, and everyone will know what it is just by looking at it.
The dog was stocky with short tail, brown in colour, and 4 legs.
Oh, a lot of dogs have 4 legs. That would be one way of telling.
Yeah, I know, exactly. That's why I said, put it in there, because I thought awkward people like you would be trying to put me up on it.
All I did was very quickly identify that a lot of dogs have 4 legs, and therefore it could have been a dog.
Well, because it had a very short tail, the chaps, mainly Conroy, decided to name the dog Stubby.
That's a bit personal, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, I'd have thought Steve would have been more appropriate, but never mind.
Well, that's a bit personal, because if you come across someone, I don't know, who only had 1 leg, would they have called him Limpy?
No, I think it's a bit sick, Steve. You want to come across someone with 1 leg. There's something wrong with you. You've got a bit of a fetish. I think Stubby's a good name. You've got to think of it for a dog. You've got to think of a name you can call them back, with Stubby, come here.
I'd have called it, you German white, or something like that. So when you had to call it back,
Mhm.
you'd been insulting the enemy.
Okay. Well, it was thought that Stubby was born by his mother in 1916.
Well, I'd imagine that's pretty safe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I put it in. No official date is known because Stubby was, as James Conroy was, a stray from birth.
James Conroy was a stray, was he? I thought he was just orphaned.
He was orphaned. Similar sort of thing, isn't it? It's a stray. It's a dog's version of an orphanry sort of thing, isn't it? Anyway, probably in the ghettos, living off scraps and handouts from kindly folk, he used to roam the gardens of Yale University.
Did you hear that?
What?
I think it was the political correctness being thrown out of the window. Anyway, carry on.
Perhaps looking for love, a companion, or a home. Back then, I don't think he knew his future. He had no idea he was to become more famous than David Hasselhoff.
Who was Stubby?
More of a legend than Colonel Hannibal Smith. Just not as good as making tanks from pedal cars.
But he wasn't as big a legend as B.A.
B.A.'s the legend.
Yeah. So, yeah. So Hannibal, but not B.A. What about Face?
Anyway, Conroy and Stubby became a double act. Inseparable.
What did they? Not like singing and dancing.
Bit like cheese and wine. Peanut butter and jam.
Cannonball?
Yeah, cannonball. Roast potatoes and lemon curd.
Oh, Laura and Hardy?
That's nice. Should try that. Yeah, probably. We'll go with that. They would run merrily through fields of long grass. Stumpy would jump playfully as Conroy ran his hands through the tall vegetation. Nice. Conroy on occasions would fall over and Stumpy would immediately jump on his stomach and start licking his face.
This is starting to sound a bit wrong. Are we going down a particular route here?
No. Usually he'd jump on his face and start licking his face, usually just after giving his bumhole a good self-bath. Eating the peach, doing the laundry, etc., etc.
I went in a pub once, and they had the dog sitting there, and it was licking its own balls. And I said to the landlord, "Oh, I wish I could do that." And the landlord said, "Give him a biscuit and I'll let you."
Anyway, then one day he had a phone call.
Who did? Stubby.
Conroy.
Oh, Conroy.
No, Conroy. Yeah, he got given his papers.
Rural. That's not just my impression. Stubby answering the phone.
That was very good.
Yeah.
He was called to go to war.
He was. Conroy. I thought Conroy's name was Conroy.
Conroy.
Yeah, but then you just said he was called to go to war.
No, James Robert Conroy was given his papers, a phone call, or whatever. It was told it was time for them to go to war.
Oh, okay, with you. Yeah, carry on.
But what about Stubby?
Oh, what about Stubby?
What is going to happen to Stubby?
I don't know. I'm gripped.
Well, the bond is so strong between Corporal Conroy and Stubby, he couldn't say goodbye to him.
Didn't he?
So he decided to smuggle him on board.
Never can say goodbye.
On board the ship. Yeah. But, oh no, Steve, not another bit of trauma. Guess what?
Oh.
Sometime during the crossing, someone spotted his Stubby.
Oh, no.
And reported him to the commanding officer.
Oh, what a grass. Who was that?
I don't know. They came across him and then went and told him. It was the commanding officer of the ship. He demanded that the dog was tossed off overboard. By the way, that's nothing even.
Yeah.
No one came forward, so the alternative was to get him sent back to America. What happened next was the start of Stubby's fame amongst the men.
Oh, did he? Oh, let me guess. Did he build out of toothpaste and some matchsticks like a serviceable submarine, and was able to float under the boat undetected?
That would have been a very good idea. That would have been a very good idea, but I don't think that worked. He could have used my ruse of trying to sort of gain favour with a dolphin and follow behind, but he didn't do any of that.
Didn't do any of that. Oh, let me keep this in.
No. So then the commander's officers, after a damn good stripping down of Conroy...
Oh, you know what? Stop the pigeon. With Muttley, he used to be able to use his tail and to spin round and he'd use it to float his way like a helicopter. And he'd go...
He couldn't do it because he had a very stubby tail.
That one's out as well.
After a damn good dress down of Conroy, Stumpy sat bolt upright and then lifted his chin high and saluted the commanding officer.
What?
So Stubby sat down on the floor, lifted his chin, and saluted the officer.
I think my explanation, the Butley one, is probably more realistic than that.
Well, this is what's been written down. This is documented. This melted the heart of the commanding officer, and hooray! Stubby was allowed to stay on board, and he was officially made a private of the 102nd Infantry.
Did they ever use his plans to build a submarine out of toothpaste and matchsticks?
No, that's still with NASA at the minute. So anyway, after a long journey at sea, they arrived in France on the 5th of February 1918 at Chemin des Dames, north of Soissons.
North of where?
However you say it. Chemin des Dames, Chemin des Dames, north of Soissons, which is Soissons.
So not Swindon, but actually somewhere in France. Right, carry on.
But as they landed, they were immediately sent forward to the front lines.
No way.
Their welcome was a whole month of constant incoming fire and artillery shells day and night. Relentless.
That's not a very nice welcome.
No, Conroy was worried about how Stubby would react. The constant banging and flashing, loud noises and endless whooping of the Americans. Remarkably, he remained cool and calm, taking it in his stride. This is Stubby in all the warfare, all the noise and everything else. And he soon became a favourite amongst the men of the 102nd Infantry. They spent many a day in the trenches and the front line, Stubby and Conroy, side by side with each other, and they fought side by side as well. And you've got to think, you've got a dog in the trenches, relentless weather, extreme weather, wet, men were full of lice, rats running all over the place, excrement and stuff all over everywhere else. The morale was really, really low. Everything was horrible conditions. And all of a sudden, this dog appears, super friendly.
You sure they were in Northampton?
I suppose if you want to get an idea of what the trenches were like in World War I, you should perhaps go to Northampton.
For the rats and the lice and the mud and the...
Yeah, well, I'd imagine there'd be more excrement in the street in Northampton. But there was a lot of it about, so you've literally got to live in them sort of conditions. You've got constant gunfire, artillery fire. You've got lice. Not rice. We might even add rice as well to eat.
Yeah.
You've got rats crawling over you when you're trying to have a sleep. It's horrific. And then along came Stumpy. And Stumpy put a smile on their face. His presence in the trenches was a massive, massive boost for morale.
Question, please, sir.
What's that, please?
Who was asked to go out into no man's land with the plastic bags and pick up Stumpy's doo-doos?
Well, let's have a look, Steve. There's probably half a horse one place that's got blown into bits. There's probably men's arms, legs, fingers, feet, eyeballs, hearts, entrails, etc., laid splattered all over this place. I'm not sure somebody's going to go, no. I'm happy to step through a half a horse and all its guts, but I'm not going to step in that dog poop.
So no one was going over the top to pick up Stubby's...
No, they weren't going to pick up his poop, no.
That's unsanitary.
Well, I suppose when you're living in someone else's shite right next to your head when you're trying to have a sleep, you'd think to yourself, that little bit of dog poop there, don't worry about it.
So it really was like Northampton?
It was like Northampton, yeah.
Oh dear. Go on.
Anyway, in April 1919...
Mm-hmm.
Stubby was wounded. From a grenade that hit his foreleg.
These bloody Germans, I get the impression they look very nice.
They weren't very nice. No, they were bloody, horrible people. Anyway, he was sent back to the back lines for recovery and a good rest, a few more treats, a bit more food, probably had a wash, perhaps did his own laundry again. He returned to the front line and to the side of Corporal Conroy. Weeks later, he was also the victim of a mustard gas attack.
Question, please, sir.
Go on.
What was Conroy doing while his friend was recuperating?
Carrying on with the battle.
Was he? So what upset then?
He was at war. He wasn't sitting down playing Scrabble with the chaps.
Why were they throwing mustard at each other?
Why didn't they throw what?
Mustard. What sort of mustard was it? I hope it was English mustard.
Mustard gas. Probably. No, I think
it's
French
like when you open,
worse,
you open it and the lid pops and then you get that waft that comes off it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that mustard gas?
No, but not everyone's got a nose the size of yours. Anyway, weeks later, he was a victim of a mustard gas attack. His injuries were not as bad as before, and he made a full, rapid recovery. From this, the men made him a special mask to protect him from future attacks, showing his importance of the 102nd and the front line. A bit like me in our podcast, Steve, his presence in the trenches increased the men's morale tenfold. He was invaluable to their sanity.
Okay.
With all his experience and the battle scars he received, he became a vital part of the 102nd. Stubby was able to detect imminent incoming gas attacks way before they were due to hit. He would wake up his comrades and bark the warning, letting them know, enabling the men to mask up and prepare for the attack.
How did they know?
Similarly, he could hear artillery fire as well before anyone else could, and again hand out a warning in the trenches.
But how did his friends know that what Stubby was saying was incoming and mustard attack? They must have landed once.
Yeah, they must have landed once, and after that, he must have tried to bark, and they thought, that's what he's barking at. That's what he's telling us. Good boy, Stubby. Well done, mate. So when he carried on with that again...
Rusted. Oh, rusted. Like that. Could he say that?
Probably. I don't know. I didn't find out if he could speak.
See?
But he did the same with artillery fire as well. He could hear the artillery fire before a human here could hear it, so he could, again, warn people to take cover, because there was a...
It's different, the style of attack.
Steve, it's a language. I mean, you know things. You talk to your dog that I speak to my dog in different ways, and they understand it, don't they? So they've obviously formed some sort of communication with each other, and it worked because he saved many, many lives. On top of this, he would take himself out into no man's land, where he would search out wounded soldiers left for dead. He would comfort them and call for support to come and retrieve these men, or simply sit by their side during their last moments on Earth.
Oh. Did the men who come to rescue the dead people slip on any of his poop?
Probably. They probably slipped on horse entrails, or they probably slipped on another person. They probably tripped over a man's arm, or perhaps half a head. So, Steve, stop having this fetish with dog poop.
It's very unsanitary, and we should have had someone out there with some plastic bags. Or at least they could have had like a post in the middle of no man's land with some plastic bags on it that people could have gone and just torn off. And then used it to pick up his poop.
I think perhaps next time I'm going to write to the Defence Secretary and just say, we've got a person here, if you're ever using dogs in warfare again, he'd be more than happy to stand in the line of fire and pick up the poop. And I'll put your name on that. Is that okay?
I've been supplying the bags. I can do that.
Yeah, okay.
Well carry on.
Anyway, he saved the lives of many.
He did, didn't he?
He was also credited for single-poringly, or single-handedly, whatever you want to say, bringing down a fleeing German soldier.
No way.
After a grenade attack, chasing him down, biting him in the buttocks, dragging him to the ground and holding him hostage until support arrived.
Good old Stubby. You said buttocks.
Yeah. I know I did. I was looking at you and I said that as well. What a dog, Steve.
What a dog, Steve.
All this was without training, without prior training. No education on how to differentiate between friend or foe. It was purely from his observations in Yale and his love for his comrades. He literally saved hundreds of lives.
Told the Germans would most likely have had some sort of bratwurst or something about their person. So perhaps he was able to smell that and sniff that out and identify them.
My thought would be, Steve, that these people were attacking his friends, and he thought, I'm not having any of that. And this guy started to leg it because they've done the grenade attack and run out, and Stubby thought, I'm having him. Chased him out, jumped up onto no man's land, grabbed him on the buttocks, dragged him to the floor. You're with us, son, now.
Well done, Stubby. I'd imagine he got some sort of promotion, did he?
He did, Steve, yes, but it comes a bit later on.
Oh, sorry, have I jumped ahead in your little story?
Yeah.
Did he have a tin hat?
In all, Steve, Stubby served 18 months in the army.
I've done stumps.
If you're in an army, if you're in that warfare, how many battles would you say would be a decent number of battles to be in? Or would you think to yourself, oh, yeah, that's a lot, or blah, 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 blah. What would you say would be a reasonable amount of battles to be in?
Well, they weren't there for 18 months, were they? Because they arrived in February 1918 and the whole thing ceased to be on the 11th of November, of course, of the same year. So we're talking, 9 months? So half of his total serving time was spent in the front. So half of that, he then went and did stuff. So you're asking me how many battles he was in, are you, please?
Yes.
Okay.
Stubby fought.
Well,
Well,
worked it out yet, have I?
crack on with it then.
I'm
Stop trying
working
to.
it out. So Stubby times 4, first number I think of. Number of letters in Stubby is 5, 6 letters in Stubby divided by the colour orange. I think that he was somewhere around in 9 months, 20 battles.
No,
Oh, sure.
lower.
Lower than 20 battles.
Yes.
2 battles.
17.
17 battles.
Stubby fought in 17 battles and 4
That's what I just
offensives
said.
in the Western Front.
You've been offensive throughout this podcast.
He became the most decorated dog in World War One. He was promoted to sergeant. He was given a gold medal, a wound stripe, and 2 Purple Hearts.
So who was the second most decorated dog?
I've got a clue, don't care.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Go through his honours again, please, because I was trying to figure out who was the other decorated dogs, but I couldn't. So he won the Purple Heart. That's a major one, isn't it?
He got a gold medal, which is
Gold
a very
medal.
major one, yeah. Gold medal in warfare. A wound stripe, because
War for
obviously he was
his injury.
wounded and returned. Yeah. And 2 Purple Hearts.
2 Purple Hearts, and what were they for? One was
2 Purple Hearts.
capturing the German fella.
Yeah, and his gallantry and his help with his other soldiers in the trenches.
So I didn't get anything for his invention of the submarine he made out of toothpaste and matchsticks.
No, I told you that's still with NASA.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah, so he did all right, the boy, didn't he? How did
He
they
did,
attach
yes.
these medals, please?
How did what?
How did they attach these medals to Stubby?
Velcro.
That'd hurt, though, and you rip it off, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Or super glue, something like that.
Oh, poor old
Anyway, after
Stubbs.
the war,
Yes.
he was made the official mascot of Georgetown Hoyas from Georgetown University.
Georgetown what?
Hoyas.
Hoyas.
Hoyas. Yes, it's one of their teams.
Oh, right, okay.
Because at Georgetown University, and the reason there was that was because James Robert Conroy continued his law studies and actually became a graduate of law from Georgetown University.
Did he?
Yep. He led many parades across the US.
And this was who? Conroy or Stubby?
Stubby.
Oh, okay.
Loads of all these different parades they have in America. He led lots of it. He was at the front line, at the front of them because he was so famous
Can
and
he
everyone wanted
drive?
to see him. He met Presidents Wilson, Coolidge, and Harding.
Well done.
He had movies made about him.
Well, no, why?
Yeah, he enjoyed fame and notoriety right across the USA and beyond.
And where can we find these movies about him, please?
Wherever you get your films from,
And
there's one out there. It's called Story of Sergeant Stubby.
Story of Sergeant Stubby. And in Story of Sergeant Stubby, is he playing himself, or have they got in some actor dog?
It's GI.
GI Stubby.
GI.
Like
Yeah,
G.I.
GI
Joe.
Stubby. Yeah. What do they call it? What do they call it? What do they call it when they
AI.
do something with? That's it. That's the fella. Him. Yeah, one of them.
Artificial Intelligence Stubby.
That's him. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
Stubby was also given the lifetime membership of the American Legion.
Did Stubby actually go on to become Humphrey Bogart?
No.
No, I think he was a different
No,
dog.
he did become a legend. He lived with Corporal Conroy, and Conroy worked for the Bureau of Investigation, a precursor of the FBI. Stubby died on the 16th of March.
Oh, he didn't build me up to that. He just dropped it straight in there. Oh, poor
Yeah.
old Stubby.
What else do you want to do? To say, okay, so there's a sad bit now. Prepare yourself because, inevitably things are going to happen in life and blah, 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 blah. Stubby died.
It's not just me you got to think about, it's the listener. I suppose the listener is wrapped at this moment.
No, the listener's probably thinking, wish he'd shut up and let him carry on with his bloody podcast, stop intervening with all this crap. Anyway, sadly, with all these living things, Stubby died on the 16th of March, 1926.
Oh.
He died a hero and a legend. He was put through taxidermy because they wanted to stuff him to keep him for longevity. His cremains...
His cremains?
His cremains, yeah.
If I said to you then that what you've done is you've made a portmanteau between cremation and remains to enjoy the word cremains.
Yes, Stephen, if you actually look that word up, it is an actual word.
Isn't it? You've not just come up.
Yeah.
I was going to give you credit. No,
No, have a look. Have a look. Yes, so they
so
were
what
actually
happened to his cremains?
They made it permanently into the mount of which he was stood on after being taxidermed.
His taxidermed remains on top of his cremains.
On top of his cremains, yes.
Why would one find these cremains and taxidermed Stubby?
He is in the Smithsonian Museum in Washington, D.C., which is the National Museum of American History.
Yeah.
Yeah, displayed in the Price of Freedom Americans War exhibit. And apparently, as far as I know, but it is reported to still be there this day.
Is he?
Yeah. Here's another sad bit, Steve. Now get yourself ready because there's another sad bit coming.
Right.
Corporal Conroy passed away on the 25th of April, 1987.
Oh.
From natural causes.
Yeah.
But I don't think he realised all those years earlier that a stray dog he took into his bosom would become a legend, a true icon.
Into his bosom? Yes, no, he wouldn't, I suppose, because you just think, oh, go away, you stray dog. But no, he went frolicking in the long grass with him.
Yeah. That is the story of Sergeant Stubby, the most decorated dog of World War I, and the only one to be promoted to sergeant through combat.
Is he the most decorated American dog, or the most decorated dog full stop? Or were there German dogs, for example, that were decorated?
It is said that he is the most decorated dog of World War I.
Oh, well done, Stubbs.
Well done, Stubby.
Well done, Stubby.
What a dog.
And he, of course, done a salute, apparently, allegedly.
Yes. Yeah. Apparently he sat on his backside and did a salute. But you think if the stray dog befriended a man, this man got sent to war, Stubby got took along, dropped in the deep end, all this noise, banging, men bodies lying around, all this insanitariness, rats and everything, things to him to sort of chase down and play and all that kind of stuff, but he didn't. He learned to tell the soldiers of incoming attacks, saved many lives. He used to go out on his own into no man's land and comfort men that were dying or were wounded and made sure that someone came along and rescued them and again saved all those lives and left his poo laying about. But the biggest thing that he did was the morale boost. Was a massive, massive thing for men in World War I in the trenches. Anyway.
That was a beautiful story, well told, I think, don't you, listener?
That is my attempt and one and only attempt at doing it.
Is
there
it
you go.
really?
Thank you very much.
Come back again? Oh, it's already been cut off. It's not as easy as it looks, is it?
Well, it is.
It's not, is it? You need to be a consummate professional, I find, to make that happen. What you need now is someone to edit it in a friendly style to make you look even more competent. But when you do have, I don't know, let's just say some irritant who was constantly interrupting and asking questions and that, it's very difficult, isn't it? Luckily, I don't have that when I do the story.
No, you've got a consummate professional that just adds a bit of flavour to it and not being an awkward
Yes. See, again, you've said a naughty swear. So, well, it falls on me, doesn't it, I suppose, to say thank you, listener. Oh, well, you should do this bit. No, I'll do this bit. Thank you, listener, for listening to me. You can, of course, message us on honourablementionspod@gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on TikTok that the kids have these days. You can get us on Discord.
Well done, you remembered?
Yeah, I remembered, where we are around to be messaged if you wanted to. We've even got some stuff on YouTube these days. Or if you're on Spotify, you can send messages directly through that. And you can listen wherever it is that you download your podcasts. And we would ask very, very nicely, please subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. You can go back and listen to a whole catalogue of previous episodes and learn some very interesting facts through history, told in what we like to think of as a semi-humorous style. So you can do all of that, listener, and most of all, please share, tell your friends, tell them to come on. If you don't like somebody, then by all means send them our way, and they'll probably never talk to you again after subjecting them to this rubbish. But what do you like to say, Neil?
I'd like to say thank you very much for giving me the opportunity, listener, and have a very, very lovely whatever you're doing for the rest of your life.
Oh, that's it, is it? The rest of your life. That's you done.
No, that's good. I just thought it'd be nice to say, so you don't know what time they're going to listen, do you? You couldn't say have a nice rest of your day because they might be listening to it until they get to bed and fall asleep. So it'd be a waste of a waste of a goodwill. Waste of a good willy.
What are you doing next? Was it in the Oscars, perhaps? Or are you...
I'm going to go and do the laundry.
Oh, okay. I thought, no, you've got your big shot.
That doesn't mean licking my bum hole. It means actually... Because if you go reference back into what I've just done, Steve, it's mentioned it in there.
Hello, Neil.
Hello, Stephen.
Thank you for that episode. It was a bit different, wasn't it, Neil, presenting one listener? Perhaps you'd like to contact us and tell us what you thought and say, bring back that other one. He is far more competent and more handsome. So, yes, listener, please do. And we will speak to you again next week on...
Honourable Mentions.
And will everything be returning to normal then, Neil?
Yes.
And you won't be here. You won't be demanding a higher fee, or you won't be in Saint-Tropez or somewhere like that with your agent.
No, I should be coming back next week and normal stance.
Normal stance. Well, thank you, listener. Goodbye. So long. Farewell. And we will see you again next time. Bye.
Toodle pip.
D-O-double-G. That's right. It's me, Snoop Doggy. Thank you for listening to my homeboy Neil on his special episode of Honorable Mentions. All about my great uncle Stubby. Bet you didn't know any of that. What a guy now. Usually these things are researched by Stephen Webb. But Neil did this one all on his own while sipping on his gin and juice. Still an Uncover Brothers production though. And what you thinking about that theme they have? Pepe and the Bandits. Me and Dr. Dre, we ain't never heard of them, but we'll be sampling that badass track. Believe me on that. In the meantime, find Pepe wherever you stream your music, and remember, subscribe to Honorable Mentions so you don't miss out on future episodes, y'all.